Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick post MCM vlog type thing. I originally had never planned to do this at all because quite honestly I don't really like doing vlogs and out of character things, but a lot of interesting things happened at this year's May MCM Expo that I just thought I might as well talk about it, and I thought I'd just show off some of the photos that I took while I was there and stuff as well, just basically just discussing a lot of the cool things that happened. I did contemplate doing this as the Black Raven, having the Black Raven say how much he enjoyed MCM and stuff, but I thought it would be better, like more personal stuff, if I actually just did it as a vlog, just did it completely out of character and stuff. Oh, if you didn't come to MCM this past weekend, you really missed out. You missed out on seeing the Black Raven dance to "I'm Han Solo" on Star Wars Kinect. Yes, on the Sunday I actually did dance to the song "I'm Han Solo" on Star Wars Kinect. They had a whole booth set up dedicated to Star Wars Kinect, and I did the Galactic Dance-Off mode to "I'm Han Solo" in my full Black Raven costume. So if you didn't come, you missed out, because I can't dance to begin with, so it just looked ridiculous. It was hilarious because after I'd finished, I turned around and there was this cosplayer as Ezio from Assassin's Creed coming on next, and I walked past him and I just said to him, "And that is how Ravens dance." I know there were a lot of strong feelings about the Galactic Dance-Off mode on Star Wars Kinect, but honestly when I was doing it as the Black Raven I had a lot of fun. Probably because I was doing it as the Black Raven. I mean, I think it's the kind of thing that's a lot of fun to do at an expo like that, because there you're just being silly, you're just having a lot of fun, but yeah, I can understand not wanting to, I understand, not doing that for hours on end within the comfort of your own home. But, for something at an expo, it was actually a lot of fun, it was a great laugh. But anyway, I got to try a demo of the new Kingdom Hearts game, and, well, quite honestly it was alright. It was very similar in style to Birth by Sleep. But I kind of felt like the new features in the game didn't really add much of anything, and I'm not just talking about wandering around with the Dream Eaters giving you power-ups and stuff. I mean, like, they've got these new movement attack things, like you can attack while you're jumping through the air and dashing in the air. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, play the game, you'll understand. Yeah, you can do attacks like that, which were kind of cool, but They didn't really add much. You had the option to play as either Sora or Riku, and in case you're wondering, I did choose to play as Riku because, well, let's face it, we've played as Sora for the vast majority of most of the games up to this point, only ever getting to play as Riku very briefly in extra modes on the previous games, or very briefly for like 2 minutes at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, but so yeah, I went and played as Riku. Not that it matters much. The 3D effect, again, it didn't really add anything, but that's kind of true of most 3DS games, that the 3D is just kind of there. I mean, it's cool and all, but it was just kind of there. I did get to sit down on a panel showing off the new Dragon Ball Z Kinect game, and what was hilarious about that was the member of the Konami team that was sent down to show off the game and show why we should care about it, why we should buy it and stuff. She couldn't get the game to work properly. She couldn't get the game to work properly, no matter what she was doing. I mean, she could do, like, basic punches and things like that, but when she was trying to show the powering up and doing the Kamehameha wave, she couldn't get that to work properly, and I'm just thinking, this isn't the way to get me to sell me on the game if even the member of your team who you've sent down to advertise it can't get it working. There were a lot of interesting guests there, and I'll get back to this in a minute, but one guest who was meant to be there, who was actually meant to be at the last one, but had to cancel at the last minute, so one guest who was meant to be there this time, who cancelled yet again, was Ali Hillis, who does the voice of Lightning in Final Fantasy XIII. And I was kind of hoping to ask her to sign my copy of the game. I hated Final Fantasy XIII, but the voice acting in the game was perhaps one of the few things the game actually did right. So, at the very least it would be cool to have a signed copy of the game, even if I didn't care for it all that much. Yeah, and I was hoping to get to sign my copy of the game, because I missed out on that last time because she cancelled at the last MCM. Well, she was meant to be at this one and she cancelled yet again. So yeah, Ali Hillis is on the right path to becoming my equivalent of Will Wheaton, and if you don't get that joke, then you need to watch The Big Bang Theory. But yeah, there were still a lot of cool guests there. Danny DeVito was there on the Sunday actually, and unfortunately I didn't get to meet him, which I'm actually quite disappointed about, because I actually forgot that he was going to be there on the Sunday until after I was already making the journey home, and I'm really disappointed that I forgot about that. But that's no huge loss. But yeah, Danny DeVito was there, and it's a shame I forgot about that. I took a lot of photos of some of the cool costumes that were there. There were really some impressive costumes there. A lot of them I missed out because I didn't recognise who the characters were meant to be. But there were some people really went all out with their costumes, and they were really amazing. And I'm just going to show you some of the pictures of some of the costumes I saw while I was there. And you're going to have to forgive me that I'm looking down. I'm actually going to be looking at the camera while I go through these, and I'll have them appearing on screen. Who have we got here? Oh yeah, there was Vincent and Catherine there. Well, I was about to say the same Catherine, but if you actually play the game, you would know that, well, Catherine spelled with a K, who's meant to be the good Catherine, does have a bit of a crazy streak to her. I'm not gonna get into this now because this isn't the video for it, but I noticed that both the Catherines seemed to be a bit insane. The one with the name spelled with C more than the other one, but still. Oh, this was really cool. There was a whole group of people there dressed as the 6 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and there was a woman with them who was dressed as Rita Repulsa, and I just thought that was absolutely epic. That was just so amazing, and I just had to get a picture of that because that was just so brilliant. There was a person dressed as a Tom Berry from Final Fantasy there, and interestingly enough, I ran into them as I was lining up for the demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, it's just interesting that I ran into them on a Square Enix-made game. Oh, this was really cool. This was really cool. There was a guy going around as King from the Tekken series, and I knew I just had to get a picture of him because A, the costume was awesome, and B, I have a friend who, when we used to play Tekken as kids, he would always play as King. He absolutely loved playing as King, and I knew I had to get this picture for him, because we've got somebody in a really good Cecil from Final Fantasy IV costume. Cecil as a white paladin. That costume was really cool. Who we've got here? We've got Zidane and Dagger in her white mage robe from Final Fantasy IX. You guys were all for dressing as characters for Final Fantasy IX, and we've got them with Tidus from Final Fantasy X. Who we've got? We've got Simon and Kamina. There was a pretty cool Simon and Kamina while I was there. Who we've got here? We've got Tidus again, and this time with Yuna. Tidus and Yuna, had to get a shot of that. There was a person there going around dressed as a giant Pikachu. It was that was just something priceless that I had to get a shot of. Oh crap! I can never remember this guy's name. Oh, it begins with an H. Oh crap! It's gone out of my mind. And I was just playing Mega Man 02 the other day, and now his name's gone completely out of my mind. There was this guy. I'll put his name in a subtitle. There was this guy from Mega Man 0, and that was really impressive in its own right. We've got Shiro and Toe Sucker from Fate's Stay Night. When I called over to them to take a picture, I did actually call over to them as Shiro, Toe Sucker, and that made them laugh that I was saying Toe Sucker. But yeah, no, their costumes were cool. We've got Medic from Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2, naturally, when I was going out, I called out, Medic! Freya from Final Fantasy IX. Again, you rule for cosplaying as someone from Final Fantasy IX. Who we got here? Oh yeah, I don't know if this was advertising something or just someone going around for the chance for photo opportunities, but there was a person going around in a giant Super Mario costume, and that was cool. Who we got here? Oh yeah, Zuko and Toph from the Nickelodeon program Avatar. It's great that people still want to cosplay as characters from that. They were really cool. Who we've got here? We've got Isa and Lee from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Two of the better costumes that I saw there, actually. These were two of the best costumes that I saw while I was there. These two really looked good. We've got No Face from Spirited Away. Who we've got here? We've got Zidane, Beatrix and Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. Again, you people rule for going as characters from Final Fantasy IX. Well, massive load of respect for the person going as Trance Kuja. You got a lot of respect from me there. But there's one more photo on this camera that I want to talk about, and that's this one. That's me with Stephanie Shea and Michael Sinterniklaus. And I'm probably saying their last names completely wrong, and you're going to have to forgive me about that because I'm absolutely terrible with names. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm saying their last names wrong. But yeah, Stephanie Shea and Michael Sinterniklaus were holding a talk panel while I was there that I actually got to sit in on. They were talking about the English dub of a new English dub of a anime that they've been working on together. They were showing off footage from the new English dub of Welcome to the Space Show, and they said that we were seeing the English dub of this before anyone, and I don't know how true that statement is, if we're seeing it before anyone else in the world, or if we're just seeing it before anyone else in England. I don't know how strong that statement was, but they said we were seeing this footage before anyone. What was interesting about this English dub was, though, that they were actually getting child actors to voice the child characters in the anime. And honestly, the voices of these child actors, they were actually really good. And Stephanie Shea and Michael Sinterniklaas were saying that they were some of the most talented child voice actors that they've gotten to work with. But yeah, the tour panel they held was actually a lot of fun. The tour panel they held was actually a lot of fun, and they actually had a lot of interesting stories to tell. And I actually personally got to ask them a question. I got to ask them who some of their favourite people to work with were, which is apparently a common question, but one that's really difficult for them to answer. When they'd actually finished answering my question, they were worried that the answer they had given wasn't really a real answer to my question. So Mike Sinterniklaas looked at me and he was starting to do the whole Jedi mind control wave thing, saying, "That is a proper answer. That is the answer you were looking for." Oh, it was simply awesome. Mike Sinterniklaas is actually really funny. He's actually really funny. And afterward, they held this signing booth where you could bring stuff up to the two of them and have it autographed. And really, the two of them were the nicest people in the world. Seriously, on that booth, they were two of the nicest people that you could ever meet. They weren't just signing stuff and then saying clear off. No, they were actually taking the time to actually talk to the fans, to actually discuss, have discussions with them, and seriously, they were two of the nicest people in the world. They were talking to people, they were taking pictures with them, like you can see here. I had my picture taken with them. Oh, and if you're wondering why my hair's blonde in this picture, it's because I actually sprayed it to work better with to better match the Black Raven. But yeah, they were talking to people, taking pictures of them. They were seriously the nicest people you could ever meet. MCM was actually a lot of fun this time around. I had a great time while I was there. Had some really good laughs. Stephanie Shea, Michael Sinterniklaas, you are two of the nicest people ever. That's about everything I wanted to talk about, and hopefully I'll get back into the swing of making proper videos soon. Hopefully this will be the last vlog you see from me for a while. So. Thanks again for subscribing to my new channel. Love you guys to bits, and I'll see you later.